say 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
It's up to 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they said 6 to 8 weeks.
No.
My mom's gonna kill me. Chris Manning would never do this for the show, by the way.
On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors, at center, number 2. At small forward, at the other forward position, Giannis Antetokounmpo. At shooting guard, Rod Strickland. At the other guard position, Luka Doncic. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. It's time to meet the starting five for your Chicago Bulls. Starting at power forward, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 32. Number 32. The man in the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 41. Zach Edey. Starting at point, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 1, Ja Morant. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 3, Dwayne Wade. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6 foot 8, number 12, James. The head coach of your home team. Make some noise for your Chicago Bulls.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner Adam Silver has a history lesson for those who would tell players to shut up and dribble. He says in 1963, Bill Russell was MVP, won a title, and stood on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial for Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech. There is a through line that exists directly from Russell to our modern players. Kevin?
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Antetokounmpo out there with D. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Mayo. And it's Strickland in at the 2 spot. And for Chicago, a lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And here's Morant. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. To the paint. Lays it up and banks it in.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Pass to Strickland. Kicks to Mayo. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Clock at 6. The pass to D. Releases. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Morant. Count it.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Mayo. First quarter, just over a minute played. A baseline J. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Jacks up a 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
GA with their 4th title. The combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green. The single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Now, here's Doncic, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Shots good by Strickland.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Doncic passes to D. Got a piece of it. And they recover it. And here is Mayo. Here's Giannis. And the layup is good.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Kicks it out to James. Fires from deep. Morant outside. Doncic with the steal. Again, Golden State.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Morant passes to Wade. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And it's Strickland missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. Easy jumper from very short distance. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Both teams deciding to change it up. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. James against Mayo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Puts it up. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel. Because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
Now here's Mayo. He's got 5. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Bulls ball. Substitution for the Warriors.
Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Ball against Antetokounmpo. It's intercepted. James covering. And the Warriors miss again.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the dunk by James.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Pass to Murphy. Teardrop shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Bulls foul. James. First
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And you know,
I literally just called the
right call. You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
As the regular season continues, Smitty, what's it like on those long road trips?
You know, Kevin, it can really wear on you, especially physically. And then being away from home for so long, that's not great. But on the positive side, the lengthy road trips are a chance to bond with your teammates.
And James throws it down hard.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Up top, Porzingis. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Out to the right wing. Murphy inside, covered by Williamson. Murphy. It is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Chicago calls timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Once again, a big round of applause for your Chicago Lovables.
For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Here's Morant, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. .55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. They swipe it. Here's Morant, and then Morant crams it in.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Passes to Murphy. To the inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
3 seconds. Chicago ball.
Chicago has gone. Deflects the pass. Now the Warriors moving it up. 17 seconds left to play here in the first. Guarded by Morant. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in the time. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
19. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And for Golden State, G out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Mayo. Then there's Doncic. And it's Strickland in at the 2-guard spot. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers, indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. And there's the pass to Strickland. Here's Mayo. James covering. Mayo against James. Here's Strickland. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. One-on-one here. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 2.
He saw the opportunity to get an easy bucket on the break and took advantage of it.
Here's Doncic. D, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. D's got 6 in the quarter.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And it's Doncic missing. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Strickland. Wade is covering, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Chicago calls timeout. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well. Because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Chicago ball.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hit under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And it's D missing. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And finished up by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
Pass to Strickland. And it's Mayo, top of the key. Plenty of space. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Down low. And he jams it with authority.
Clever feed by Kyrie Irving, moving the ball to a teammate with a quality look.
Outside Mayo. On the clock. Here's Strickland. Sinks the three-pointer. Strickland's got his second basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Doncic against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And it's Morant missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Pass to D. From deep. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
This is Morant's role. As a point guard, you need to get your teammates engaged.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Here they come, fans. Turn your attention to the court for your Chicago Bulls.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
For your Chicago Bulls.
Golden State's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Now, here is Murphy. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. One of the very best. Wade will get you the rock.
To the wing right side. Murphy against Wade. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
And taken away by Paul.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And here are the Warriors now. After the Bulls pick up 2. Traps in the tray.
3-point.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
To the middle. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
This is where you like to see Zion go to work in the lane, where his size is a decided advantage.
It's his first trip to the line.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Inside. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's James. And it's blocked. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Paul. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Passes it to Porzingis. And another shot. The rebound by D.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Golden State moving the ball around. Porzingis with the block.
And the 7-3 reach of Porzingis being put to great use there. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's the step back. Rebound by the Bulls. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. James. And James throws it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bulls lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Please give a big round of applause.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period. They were able to take control in the second quarter and finish the half ahead by 5. Kenny, your thoughts on how the Bulls are playing?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the pace and flow. Very efficient. Value and possessions is fueling their success right now. This is not a team you want to bet against, at least not tonight.
Shaq, what are your thoughts on Golden State?
Their defense has been dismal, allowing their opponent to shoot in the 60s. I'm sure they're getting their earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Yeah, early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Warriors trail by 5. Now the pass to Strickland. Back to Doncic. To the paint. Here's D. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws. Chicago leading by 3. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Mayo out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's D. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Strickland in at the shooting guard. Golden State's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. And Giannis' journey, GA, is so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
For Chicago, they missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. Both good from the line that time. Warriors trail by 5. Outside Mayo. Poked away. Pass to Strickland. Doncic outside. Just 5 on the clock. Over Morant. And it's Doncic missing. And Chicago's shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% for the floor. Wade can't hit. And for the Warriors, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. It's deflected. James outside. Morant with a wide open look. And it's good off the back rim and in. Morant's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Timeout called the Warriors. You look at James, what a contribution.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williamson's checked in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Golden State moving it around. Here's Strickland. He has 5. Pass to Mayo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. Got a hand on it. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. The Bulls leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Williamson right side. Goes back up. And it's good on the way-in. 8 points for him.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Doncic passes to Strickland. Back to Doncic. This one for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Doncic has got 5.
And without much left to prove, Doncic still trying to hone the consistency of that 3-ball. But the confidence, no doubt, is there.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And Giannis throws it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
The offensive rebound. Out to Wade. Morant against Doncic. Great pass to set up the way-in.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Passes it to Strickland. Mayo with it. Covered by Williamson. Doncic finds Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the pass to Mayo. It's tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. James checked in for Chicago. And the Warriors also making a change. Murphy's checked in. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Morant throws it down.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Giannis passes to Mayo. And the Warriors get it back. Murphy. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 6.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Timeout called the Warriors. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
Round of applause for your Chicago
Warriors trail by 8. Antetokounmpo passes to Strickland. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to D. Now here is Murphy, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
Yeah, you love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Onto the Kumbo, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Chicago grabs the miss.
And they bump this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Here's Strickland. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Fires for three. A three-pointer is right on target. 7 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here is Murphy. 6 points for him, and the shot goes in.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Down low, it's Solomon to Kumbo. He kicks it to Murphy. Strickland passes to D. Some nice passing by Golden State. And the basket by Murphy.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Wade. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Wade's got his first points of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to Murphy to the right side. Here's Strickland. Wade is covered. The three. A shot. No good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Antetokounmpo kicks to Murphy. Shoots over Morant. And the Warriors miss again. And so it's Chicago. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. We got to get south.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Chicago leading by 9. To the inside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And for Golden State, Antetokounmpo is out there with Mayo. Then there's Doncic. Then it's D, and it's Murphy in at the 2.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Shot by Mayo is no good. And here are the Bulls now. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Got that one up quick. And it's now 22 points for ABC.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus. The struggle is real. He's been way off with this shot all evening long.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Chicago making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in.
Into the game for your Bull.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Wade against Murphy. Passes it to D. 5 to shoot, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness. Got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Williamson is checked in for the Bulls. And here are the Warriors now after the Bulls pick up 2. Stolen by Wade. For the finish, and Wade slams it in.
And you can't be reckless with the ball around Wade. That's a recipe for getting your pocket picked.
Doncic passes to Mayo. Back to Doncic. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on O.J. Mayo. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Irving's checked in for Wade. And Paul subbed in for Morant. Murphy down low, covered by Irving. Murphy can't hit.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And it's D missing. Bulls have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Irving kicks to Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
I can't believe that went in, and I don't think he can either.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 20-3 run right now. And the dunk by James.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Doncic, bounce pass. Antetokounmpo against Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain a culture when you're bringing in stars from outside. We've seen some cautionary examples here of late.
And taken away by Paul. Williamson left side. The pass to Porzingis. And he banks in the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Golden State. Pass to Bull. Back to right. Johnson outside. Pass to Dantley from outside the arc. Hands it from downtown.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Here's Irving. And Bull pulls it down. Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. They grabbed their own miss. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Bull's got his first points of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Passes to Dantley. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And on the way from Irving for 3, and Bull pulls it down. Golden State's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for ABC.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
It's deflected. They recover it. Dishes to Williamson. In the corner, it's James. For 3. That shot off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
But look at that.
Nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And James pulls it down.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
And the dunk by Bull.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
We can go dunk for dunk.
Tonight, they fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break, and then points at the other end.
From deep three-point range, and so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. A lot of swag on this team tonight. Who's responsible for that confidence?
I feel like we all talk to each other, even the coaching staff. Coach let us play with a lot of freedom. Everybody
20 points, 20 minutes.
So, I mean, there's no reason to lack confidence when you have a coach who believes in you every step of the way and just let you go out there and play your game. So we always just preach, keep shooting, make or miss, and we're behind you. So.
You all look like a confident bunch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
I'm gonna play 2 games around 5, 6 o'clock.